What's up everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of React's higher order components made simple. In this episode, we're going to get into more realistic scenario with our higher order components. Today, we're going to create 2 higher order components, one for filtering our movies list and one for ordering by ascending or descending order. And what's cool about this is something you can actually start to put to use in your existing projects today. Alright, so enough talk, let's do this. What I have here, we're going to jump right into it. I have some data, and it's basically just some JSON with some Marvel movies and with what team that these movies belong to. So Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, right? And we're going to use this, and we're going to populate a list of components, movie components, and then we're going to build a higher order component that filters that list out based on team, and then we're going to build one that basically allows us to sort it by ascending or descending. So let's get right to it. And I'm going to copy and paste some of this here just to make it go a little quicker. So we're just going to create a simple movie component. And we're going to make this an H3. And we are going to give this the class name of item. And we're going to get the name off of props. Alright, so there's our movie component. Not much to it. I already have styles pre-existing here for this, since the focus on this episode is not really going to be CSS, although I will be doing something like that in the future. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a movies component. Basically is the list of movies. And I'm just going to type it. I can probably type it better than I can copy and paste it. And I'm going to be bringing in Lodash. I love Lodash. I know some people don't like to include third-party libraries, but to me, Lodash is just, it's an amazing library. So we're going to bring in our movie component, and if I can get my path right, here we go. All right. And I can already tell where I made a mistake, but we'll use that as a teaching example here in a second. I'll explain why. Alright, so we have we're going to pass in our movies as props, and we're going to pass it into a render method. And we're going to iterate over our movies list that's going to be coming in. Let's map over it. And let's return back our movie component that is populated. I think it's, what do we call it, title? Yes, title. Okay. Alright, movie title, and the name. Okay, so what I did wrong was, since I'm exporting default here and I'm not giving it a name, I'm not specifying the name of, say, movies, right? So if I were to do export const movies, then later on I'd have to come back and I would say export default movies, right? Since I'm not doing that, I'm kind of doing the shortcut method of doing it this way. This assumes that the file name matches exactly with how we are calling our components. So this convention here is not going to work, my normal convention. we're going to go with this. Just call it movie and movies. That will fix it. Okay, so now let's add this list to our main index file here. Let's bring in our data. Let's bring in our movies and clean that up a bit. Cannot find movie component. What did I do wrong? Ah, yes. Okay. And we will add our movies here. Let's see. Movies, and it takes in a movies prop. So we're going to pass in our movie JSON. And all right, look at that. So now we have all of these movies that are specified here in this JSON file. All right, coming as Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy, all of them. We're not filtering these yet, so this is where our higher order components come in. Let's do that next. Well, and it's, okay, yeah, so we'll do this. Here we have this going on, so let's create our higher order component. And we'll call it movie filter. You'll see. All right. And I'm going to pass in, copy these in here. So movie filter, the first thing we wanted to pass in is the component, right? We're going to take in a component, we're going to do something with it, and we're going to return back a modified or an enhanced version of this component. The next thing we're going to pass in are the props that this higher order component wants to take in. And we're going to do some destructuring here, and I think I'll do a bonus video on that, on this syntax. And let's see. So let's filter these movies. We're going to say filtered movies, and using Lodash, we're going to use the filter method, pass in our movies that come in, and we are going to filter our movie based on team. We only want the movies for the team that we specify. Team from the team prop, and let's do a 2 lowercase, right? Just to be tidy. All right, so we have our filtered movies list, and now let's return back the component that's passed in to the movies prop that the movies component is expecting. So you remember we're passing the movies here, and that gets, we iterate over that, returning back the movie component. So let's pass in the filtered movies list now. All right, this looks pretty good. I think I may have some typos. Let me move this up to the side. Movie equals, oh yes, I do have a typo. Oh, and I want a triple equals here. Fantastic, all right. So let's apply our new filter. Let's bring it in. Movie filter from and let's create this new. We're going to filter, we just want to see, let's say, the Avengers movies, right? So let's do Avengers movies, huh? Yeah. Avengers movies, and here we go. So let's do movie filter. And remember, the first argument is it wants a component. So we're going to pass in our movies component. All right, so now let us come here, swap that out, and it is expecting team. So let's pass in Avengers. All the time, I forgot to export this movie filter higher order component. So we're getting movie filter 2 is not a function, so it doesn't even know it exists really, because we're not exporting it. So let's export that. Let's do, yeah, export default. Movie filter. Okay, see, now it's happy again. Don't forget to export. Okay, so we have our movie filter, passed in movies, all right, and movie filter is expecting the team prop, so we're passing in Avengers, so we're getting only the movies back where we specified in here that they're part of the Avengers movies. So what if we wanted, I don't know, X-Men? Yeah, see, so it works. If we pass in nothing, we could have a default to list everything. That could be an option, something we can explore later on. But for now, we just want to see Avengers movies. Now the next component we're going to make, hardware component, is going to be an order by, right? We just want to maybe sort these based on ascending or descending order. So we're going to create one more. And you're going to see how we can, once again, use these to compose our result. So let's do an order by, higher order component. All right, more Lodash. Must have more Lodash. All right, we're going to pass in, once again, we want to pass in the component that we want to enhance. Okay, so think of a higher order component as really just a component enhancer. And we're going to use destructuring again to grab our movies off of props. And let's see, we want to call it ordered movies. All right. Lodash has an awesome order by function wherein we pass in our movies and the property we want to order by, and then again whether we're going to order by ascending or descending. And we're just going to do ascending here. Okay, and then we're going to return our modified component. And we're going to pass in, you guessed it, our ordered movies list. And we are not going to forget to export it this time. I like to keep in the mistakes that I make because that's how, I think that's a good way to learn. So you can see what I'm doing wrong, and if you come across that error yourself, you'll know what not to do. So, okay, we have our higher order component. Let's bring this guy in. And we are going to wrap movies with it. Look at it, it's fantastic. We have our movies in ascending order. Ant-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk. If we go back and change it, awesome. So you can see this is a bit more of a realistic example of how you can use these higher order components, because every app has a list of items, and we're always wanting to filter things or sort things. All right, guys, so that's going to be a wrap on today's episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.